the leadership of healing. What if one of the greatest acts of leadership is not changing others, but allowing yourself to heal? Leadership often teaches us to focus outward, to solve problems, to care for others, to keep moving, no matter what we carry inside. And while service is at the heart of leadership, many leaders quietly ignore their own wounds, believing that healing can wait, believing that strength means simply carrying on. But healing is not a detour from leadership. It's a part of leadership, because what remains unhealed often shapes how we listen, how we respond, how we trust, how we lead. When leaders choose to tend their own hearts with honesty and courage, they begin leading from freedom instead of fear, from wisdom instead of defense, from wholeness instead of survival. Poem for today. Before you lead 1,000 more, begin with words you've tried to ignore, not to be fixed, but held unknown. The places where your strength has grown. When you choose to tend your own pain, you break the silent, the binding shame. For healed hearts lead in truer ways, with softer hearts and wiser days. Healing does not erase your story. It transforms your relationship with your story. The experience that once shaped your fear can become sources of compassion. The struggles that once isolated you can become bridges of understanding. And the pain that once limited your leadership can become wisdom that strengthens your leadership. Because healed leaders do more than accomplish goals. They create environments where people feel safe to grow. Here are 3 ways to practice the leadership of healing. First, notice one area of your life that has been asking for your attention rather than your avoidance. Honor it without judgment. Second, extend the same compassion to yourself that you so lately offer others. Healing begins with honesty, not perfection. Third, ask yourself, how might my leadership change if I led from greater wholeness rather than greater effort? Allow that question to stay with you. The world needs skilled leaders, but it also needs whole leaders, because when healing becomes part of leadership, leadership becomes a place where others can heal too. Lead boldly, inspire deeply, impact globally.